Yo, I'm back with a real quick video for y'all, man. And I'm making this video because I'm mainly making this video not for the older women, because they're done. You know, most of the older women are cooked, they're done, it's over with for most of them. But I'm making this video for the younger women, and I want y'all to understand, by the time I'm done with this video, you're going to understand my whole purpose of making this video. Because older women love to keep younger women in the dark, or they love to hate on younger women because they fucked up when they was younger and in their prime and all this other shit. And not every, sometimes older women are actually better than younger women. So don't get it twisted and think I'm saying that all younger women are better than older women, because that's not true. A lot of times it's not true. But they love to say that, I can't speak for all men, but they love to say that older men mess with women younger than them because older women see the loser in them. Now let's break this shit down, right? Majority of the time, if an older guy can pull a younger girl, that guy has to somewhat took care of himself. He has to somewhat have some money. He has to be some type of a winner in some type of way, because ain't no good looking. Because remember, if an older guy does choose a younger girl, a lot of it has to do with looks. Let's remember that. Hold that thought. A lot of it has to do with looks, right? So we got younger women who look decent, right? Most younger women who look decent aren't just going out looking for older men. That older man has to have something that younger women do not, or younger men do not have, that makes the younger woman decide, maybe I'll try that older guy, right? Because if not, like I said, most men who choose younger women, a lot of it has to do with age. I mean, not age, a lot of it has to do with looks. So you got to ask yourself, how many good-looking younger women you know that's just going to choose an older man, unless that older man was not a loser as much as they're saying. Furthermore, all these older women that claim that they pick these winners so much, where's the winner at? Where is your fucking winner at? Since you see so much of a winner so much, and the younger women see the loser, they don't see the loser in guys. Why the fuck can't you pick a winner? Older women, why can't you pick a winner? It's bullshit. What's really going on is their time is up. They played around when they had the game in the palm of their hand. I've said this before in countless videos, and we back at it. Sunday, Easter, whatever y'all celebrate, whatever, we back at it. Older women had the game in the palm of their hand and they fumbled. Some women purposely fumbled. I'm a bad bitch, I'm cute, everybody bow down to me. And some women fumbled because they were deceived by other men. They was actually trying to be good women, and they let these men have kids with them. And now a lot of men don't want to deal with women with kids. So it's both ways. I ain't gonna just blame it all on women. You do have some that want to be the bad bitch, I'm cute, my prime, bow down to me, men, bow down to me, I own everything. You got that, and then you got some women who actually, I'm gonna be a good woman, I'm gonna try to be submissive, I think he's the right guy, and he was a lying ass motherfucker, right? So it goes both ways. It ain't just women, it ain't just all women just purposely pick the wrong guy, right? But I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. They see the loser in the guy that's choosing the younger girl, right? Now, don't get it twisted, the girl that's younger than him, right? Well, hold on, because last time that I checked, the only reason why a man more than likely would choose a woman younger than him is primarily because of looks. And the last time that I checked, ain't no decent looking younger woman gonna choose an older guy unless there's some winner in him. Not loser, winner in him. More than likely. And even if that's not the case, older women, where's your winner at? That's what I want to know. That's the number one question. Where is all these older women's winner at? Since you see winners in these dudes so much, where's your winner? You're lying. What you're doing is what you did was, I'm going to go fuck everybody. And then at the end, I'm going to pick that guy that actually you see a winner in. But you're going to try to flip the script and say he's a loser because now the game is his. The game was yours at first because you're primarily judged off of your looks. And man is primarily judged off of success. So you are already born with your looks. A man has to build his success. That's why the game is not in the man's hands yet. The woman owns that shit from 18 to 25. She owns it. She got it locked down. Now it's up to the woman if she's going to play around with that worth, or some of them actually pick the wrong guy, right? Either they play around with it or some tried to be the good woman and the guy didn't see the good woman. He fucked up, basically. It's one or the other. Either the woman fucked up her worth or she gave it to the wrong guy and fucked up the worth, right? But I don't blame them if they thought the guy was right. You can't blame them for that. But my question is to all the older women who I know, and matter of fact, when we was riding the bus, when we had to catch the bus, well, technically I had a car at 15, but when all the other guys was riding the bus, right, that it was our age, why was you dating the older guy? See, now you're hypocrites. Like Pac said, niggas is hypocrites. Now you're telling the younger women not to do what you did. And the reason why is because you thought that them older men that are worth something, because make no mistake about it, older women have standards through the roof. The older they get, the higher their standards get, which is backwards, but this is how it goes. The older they get, the higher their standards get, right? So we know for a fact older women have standards that are high, right? So why are you even worried about these so-called losers? Why don't you just go pick the winner? See, you're full of shit. Why don't you just go pick the winner and let the younger girls have the losers? Since the only ones that can get younger women than him is losers, why are you worried about them? To me, it sounds like you know these guys are winners, but you didn't want them yet. What you wanted to do is play on a cock carousel. And now your time is up, and now you're hating on the younger women and who might actually pick a guy. Maybe she pick a guy that's 35 and she's 25, but this guy's a doctor or something. Something you should have did. Maybe you picked a guy your age. That's not the point, but the point is give her a chance to pick the right guy. You didn't do it. Now you want to shit on him and hate on him because you're no longer the first draft choice. Do you have some men out here who are just purposely picking women because they're younger and shit? Maybe. But guess what? Younger women are harder to deal with. Not easier. I don't know who came up with this lie that younger women are easier to deal with. That's bullshit. Because younger women have way more options in most cases. Because remember, most men who date younger women are going to do it because of looks more than likely. So that means she's going to have options. I don't understand where it is they date younger women because they're easy to do, they're easy to control or whatever. Man, most men that are on their shit, because remember, we gotta remember what we're talking about. We're talking about men on their shit. Most men on their shit are not gonna pick a loser young chick. If he does pick a younger chick, it's because he sees greatness in that girl. That girl's doing something that a lot of older women ain't doing. Or she ain't had kids or whatever the case, who knows? But the point is, I don't see no high value man picking some girl maybe 10 years, Jay-Z. I don't see why he picked Beyonce. Because women on his age probably wasn't on Beyonce level. Well, so Beyonce, she seen the loser in Jay-Z, that's why she picked him? Make it make sense. Y'all hating on the younger women because y'all thought that y'all listened to the feminist liars and y'all thought that the older men would be there waiting at you. You know, the ones that y'all wanted to say, nah, I know he liked me, so I'm going to put him on the back burner for now. I know he's studying and becoming a doctor and all that, but I want to fuck with Tyrone and the bad boys for now, you know, because he'll always be there because he likes me. And now you mad because that guy that's capable of pulling a woman younger than him because he ain't missing teeth and all this other shit. He don't need gas station pills. He's not bald and all this other shit because he took care of himself and he can actually pull a good looking younger woman. Now you mad. Now you hating on his prime. You already had your prime. You should have done what you were supposed to do when you had your work. Older men who took care of themselves and preserved themselves. Listen and listen clearly. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't date somebody younger than you because they feel some type of way. Even these men be hating because they bald and shit now. Why are you dating that girl? She's 8 years younger than you. Why? Because you can't pull her. Because you can't pull her. You fumbled yours. You know what I mean? But listen. Honestly, You don't want to date people who's not on your level and all that shit, but age sometimes don't matter. Sometimes younger women are on a better fucking frequency than older women. And that's just facts. And sometimes, just like a man could be 22 years old and a multi-millionaire basketball player, what do I look like telling Janet Jackson or Beyonce, who can pull a younger guy she wants, don't date him, he's too young for you, and all this other shit. Date me. Nah, she should. She preserved herself. Beyonce, Janet Jackson, they preserve themselves as women. So who the fuck am I to tell them that they can't date somebody younger if they don't want to? Maybe they don't want the older man with the gas station pills. Who the fuck am I to tell them that? You know what I mean? That's hate. That's exactly what it is. Motherfuckers fumble their worth when they had it. And I see it every day. I still see younger women, which y'all claim are so easy to get. I still see them doing the bow down to me, I'm better than everybody. Meanwhile, the older women are starting to comply. But the problem is the older women wait too late to comply. You need to do that when you're the younger, when you got the game in your hands. That's when you need to do it, not later. This is the problem. Women wait till later, then they want to be the wife. It's almost too late sometimes. Your worth comes after the man's. It's not, they're telling you that your worth's like the man's, but it's not. Yours comes before, because yours is primarily based off looks, like it or not. Just like mine and other men's is primarily based off of money, like it or not, or success, stability. Like it or not, that's just the way the game is, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I can't help it that the fine woman got the game in the palm of her hand, don't want to fuck with me because I'm at the bus stop, and this man got a Rolls Royce, so she gonna date the 25-year-old. We're both 18, and she gonna date the 25-year-old. I can't help that. I didn't cry. I just bossed the fuck up. I'm making this video because I need all younger women to understand. Don't be like these older women, and don't think that the so-called man that's worth picking when you're older is going to be there, because a lot of times he's not going to be. If anything, he'll probably just date younger, because you might have like 4 kids or something, and this girl don't. She's going to be a doctor or something. I mean, can you blame him? Especially after the fact that the older women who claim they see these losers and motherfuckers, they didn't even pick the winner. What are we talking about? Because most men who have the ability to pull younger women actually have something going for themselves. They have to. Because why the fuck would a younger woman just deal with an older man? Unless there is some type of thing like that going on. Younger women ain't going to just pick an older man for no reason. He got to have something going on. So why didn't you see the loser in the older man that got something going on? Older women. No, you didn't. You picked the bum. That's what happened. So it is what it is, man. I'm just tired of hearing this shit, man. I'm just tired of hearing this shit. And mainly, I just don't want younger women to think like this. I don't want younger women to end up like these older women, thinking that you got all this time in the world to play around with your worth, and the good guy's going to be there in the end, the doctor, the successful guy. Nah, you're going to be stuck, because these older women ain't talking about bums and shit. They're talking about successful men. They're mad that the younger women can get the successful men that they thought was going to be there. That's what they're mad about. You think these older women are crying to younger women about bums? No. They're done with the bums. They didn't have kids by the bums and all this other shit. They don't want the bums now. They want the guys that they thought that was going to be there at the finish line. And those are more than likely the guys who have the ability to pull younger women and older women, might I add. They can pull, the world is his now. So all you men, I know you see her getting in that Rolls Royce. I'm not even a Rolls Royce. I know you on the bus stop, she getting in that car with that 22-year-old or whatever. I know, but guess what? Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay in school, go to college, become Tom Brady. The game's yours. The game is going to be yours if you play the cards right. So this video is for the younger men too. The game will be yours if you play the cards right. The game will be the woman's if she play the card right. I'm just tired of older people not telling younger people the real. The older women need to start telling women the real, and stop saying that these older men, successful older men, only want you because you don't see the loser in him. Instead of telling the truth. These older men probably choosing you younger women because those older women didn't want those older men, and now they're successful and they have the ability to still pull younger women, and they don't want us because we didn't let the bums destroy our worth. That's the fucking truth. That's the truth. Tell them the truth next time so they don't end up like you. I'm not even saying they got to choose an older man, but they need to understand that they need to pick the right type of guy while they got the ability to do it. Instead of waiting like you're doing, and when you ain't no longer the first draft choice, now you want to cry and make up excuses and try to tell the older men who are in their prime now that they can't enjoy their prime. Meanwhile, you were sucking and fucking everybody and had all the enjoyment in the world. You didn't care about that older man successful now. Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me type shit. And this ain't the shit on nobody. This is just to make awareness of younger people, man. Do not fall for the bullshit. These older people are not telling y'all the real. They not. It's good for you to find somebody in your age range and shit. Believe me, I understand. But everything in life don't work that way. And do not be like these older people, man. Do not be like them. These older women have fell by the sword. And I'm not shitting on them. It's sad, really. It really is sad that they fell by the sword. But it's going to keep happening because these older women are not telling the younger women the real. Most of them got daughters and still telling daughters, they not telling them the real. Why you want your daughter to fall by the sword like you did? That don't make sense. If I fall by the sword as a man, the last thing I want is my son to fall by the sword too. I'm going to tell him the real. Stay in school. Stop worrying about women right now. Don't worry about sex and women right now, son. Stay in school. Plain and simple. But a lot of men will tell their son, yeah, go fuck, get some pussy and shit, son. Nah, fuck all that. I don't even want you fucking right now. If I have a daughter and I don't want her sleeping with nobody, I don't want you sleeping with nobody. Plain and simple. A lot of people not telling younger men the real. You got some pussy from her, this and that. Man, they come to me with that, I'm killing that. We're going to talk about some success. We're not talking about getting some pussy. Don't give a fuck. I know you 15, 16. We're not having that conversation. With me, we're not having that conversation. We're talking about success. You could talk that conversation with them older other guys because they don't want y'all to do better than them. I want you to do better. This generation and the next, it should get better and better. But it's not going to because you got people hiding shit. They hiding shit. They're not telling the real. They're not telling these women, you got to do certain things to make a man attracted to you and want to be you, and you got to do certain things to become a wife. They're not telling them that. Get his money and this and that, girl, and this and that, run game, be a bad bitch. And then she gonna fall by the sword. Because it's working right now because you got the looks. But once the looks fade, that's not gonna work because younger women are gonna come into play, which is why a lot of older men go after the younger women. Because the older women have fell by the sword or played those older men. How would you feel as a woman if all these men played you? And this is it, I'm done. For all the women who still, and they don't get it. How would you feel as a woman if all these men played? Let's just say you was overweight, you weighed 300 pounds. All these men overlooked you, didn't want you, right? Then when you got a little older and shit, you lost all that weight and everything, and you have the ability to pull Jay-Z or somebody like that. You gonna give them other motherfuckers, and they got babies and all kind of shit now. They need gas station pills, they got babies, they bald, all kind of shit. They been in jail, all kind of shit. You gonna choose them guys over Jay-Z? Make it make sense. You're not gonna do that. So why do they hate men for doing it? You should have chose those men. Because they're not mad about the bums, they're mad about the successful men their age. So if the successful men your age, how come you, apparently you're saying that successful men your age who have the ability to pull younger women was losers. You just told on yourself. You thought they was losers. That's why none of y'all picked them. Now look at them. They're doctors and lawyers and successful, and they have the ability to pull a younger woman. That same loser that you thought was a loser, now you still calling him loser. But you're only doing it now because you want that so-called loser to pick you and not the younger chick. Because if it wasn't that, then why aren't you happy with the guy you got? Or fucking or whatever. You know what I mean? Since he's so much a winner, why aren't you happy with him? I'm done with this shit, man. Like I said, man, these older women leading younger women to slaughter, man. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. If you know a younger woman or a younger man, share this video with them, man. Plain and simple, dog. I'm done talking about this shit. I'm tired of fuckery, the half-truths, the fake shit, man. We already know what time it is with a lot of females and males around this motherfucker, man. They fit the narratives that fit them and what benefits for them. They don't care about the truth. They care about what benefits them. You know what I mean? That's facts. And I'm not saying that older women should get with younger women and all that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying why it happens. I'm tired of the lie of women saying this is why it happens. No, that's not really why it happens. 9 times out of 10, that's not why it happens. It happens because that's the better choice in a successful man who has the ability to pull a younger chick. But younger chicks are not, I don't understand why they think that, they say they're making it seem like younger chick, it's easier to pull younger women. It's not. It's just not. Because younger women want men they age. The only time they usually go after older men is because that older man's on her shit. Some do it righteously and some do it out of plotting. Like, he got money, I'm gonna plot and try to get him because you on the bus stop, I don't want to fuck with you. Then some do it like, that makes more sense. That guy 5 to 7 years older than me, I think he's the better choice. I'm put to you like this. If I had a daughter that was 21 and she found a dude, doctor or some shit that's 30, you know what I mean? Let's just say 30. She 21, she found a doctor that's 30 and shit, and all she see around her age is a bunch of bums. You think I'm gonna tell my daughter, don't deal with that doctor, deal with these bums? Why? Because of 9 years? Man, get the fuck out of here, man.